I'm Miss Santiago, your school counselor, and today we're going to be talking about the role of a school counselor in elementary. It may look different from one place to the other one, but if you're in the United States, what do we have in common? We're going to follow the ASCA model, which it will be American School Counselor Association. So they are changing the program. It's basically almost the same, but what it changes is a little bit the wordiness. Your program is going to divide and define, manage, deliver, and assess. But we're going to talk about that later on. So the first main thing that I would like you to know, if you're looking for a job or if you're transitioning from high school to elementary or middle school to elementary, you're going to find a lot of love over here. And they're going to be seeking for your attention. They will be looking forward to talk to you, laugh, or cry with you. It's a nice, it's a beautiful experience with a little one. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you about is you're the right person for to close all the gaps between administration, between the parents, between the families, between the students, between the community. All of them together combined, you're the right person to close the gaps in education. Is if it's related to the teachers, to the parent concerns, administration, staff, you are that person they're looking for. You're the person they're going to be willing to talk to about their problems or different ways that they can improve at home or home study, whatever is their need. They're going to let you know what do they need. The next thing that I wanted to tell you is that, for example, in the defined area category, so every school is different. They have different needs, different expectations, different systems, and different ways to work out things. The first thing you need to know is what is your population? What is your school needs? What do they need? What you can offer in order to meet the students' needs? What do you need to do? And for that, you need to do a survey, and basically that is going to be the guidance to define how your program is, how you're going to develop it. Another way to collect the data and manage your program, I highly suggest you should do a needs assessment at the beginning of the school year, one for teachers, faculty, and staff, one for the students, and one for the families or the parents. Okay, so you need to do all of those, evaluate the results, and then start from that point. In the deliver component, basically that's going to be the 80% of your role in elementary. So in that one, use direct student services, indirect student services. Consideration is to think about the overview. You're going to focus in group counseling, system support, group counseling, individual counseling, classroom guidance lessons. You're going to be like setting goals with the students, long-term goals and short-term goals as well. Individual planning. You're going to be working with college and career awareness, all those type of things. Maybe in high school you're going to be focusing more in scheduling and other type of stuff. In elementary, you need to make sure that you're doing your guidance lesson, you're going inside the classroom, you're teaching those coping skills, and your manage guidance lessons. You need to make sure it could be with the teacher referral. We have some guidance lessons that we schedule throughout the year, the mandatory ones like the anti-bullying campaign or the red ribbon week. So those are the ones that we regularly do. But you can develop another ones like, for example, test anxiety skill, coping skills. If we have a sad situation in the building, like brief sessions with them. You can like listening skills, friendship, bullying, academic goal, or the career awareness. All the stuff you can do, safe touch, unsafe touch, different ways to do guidance. And also, you can decide, for example, the first week of every month, I'm going to be dedicating that one for my grade 8 skills or for my character traits or character in education. And I'm going to do all my guidance lessons that week. Make sure that you're taking care of the social, emotional, also the personal, the social, the academics, and the career awareness as well. Everything is looking a little bit different with COVID-19, but the essence or the most essential parts of the program still the same. The only thing that is changing right now, so far, it is the way or the tools that we're using to implement our guidance lessons, our group counseling sessions. Maybe it's like teletherapy if you're using Zoom, maybe if you're using Microsoft Teams, if you're using Class Dojo, or if we're doing our virtual classrooms, which is another new thing that we're doing. So The only thing that is going to change is the platform, and maybe you have to chase the parents a little bit more to be transparent and honest with all of you. So instead of finding the student in the classroom or looking for them around and maybe being more accessible and more flexible with them, so now you have to reach out to the families, especially if it's in elementary. And not all the parents are going to be willing or allowing you to talk to their children. So that is going to be one of the challenges, one of the biggest challenges, to be honest. And then if the student doesn't know how to work out the technology, maybe if they have the parent next to them, they're not going to feel
Another way that you can
comfortable
help is with the
talking
character
about our
traits or the
situations.
character
We
with
can find
education,
different
like
ways to
honesty,
engage with them.
respect,
Another challenge that we're
problem
seeing right
solving.
now is also that you cannot see the full
And
body
then
of
you
the
can
student, and you
combine
don't
them
see if their pants
however
are
you
moving
want throughout your
everywhere or they're
guidance
kicking
lessons,
their foot like
or
or
better,
bouncing. Maybe the
you can,
bouncing
like
you
for
are going to be
example, the
able to
grade
see it,
8
but what if
skills
they're
feed, or
you
if
shoot
there's
your legs
one
or if they're doing something
one value or one
with the
core
rest
value
of the
per
body?
month,
So
and you
maybe set
develop
up
all your lessons
different
based on that, you
activities
can get
to
your
include
families,
movement or go and find
your
this in your
faculty, and
house,
your
like a
staff
scavenger
on
hunt
board
or
with
something
what you
to make
want
them
them to
move
do.
around and start like breaking all those limitations or like an icebreaker basically, and to see if you can get the student engaged in the conversation in the new system that we need to follow due to COVID-19. So counselors will respond to crisis, and that's very common and very often in this days. It's not anymore. So you're going to have your students at risk based on attendance, based on behavior, based on failing grades, or with suicidal ideations. And believe me, in elementary, something I'm not going to say the new normal, but it's kind of common. People tend to think that is not normal, but yes, you're going to find those cases as well. And thus, that takes priority over all your whole agenda and your schedule. You should jump up right away for the crisis and take care of the students' needs. Usually, we do a screener to check with them. You do a safety plan. You call your crisis team in your district. You follow up with your administration. And the most important part, connect that family with external resources for a full psychiatric or psychological evaluation. We want to make sure that our students are safe, that they feel loved, and they feel that they care. No matter if the other ones doesn't care, you care about them, and you will do everything in your hands to support and take that family or guide that family to the right path. And it's like make sure that the student is safe. They should feel safe and good. And if they don't feel safe, find what else can we do to make them feel love and that we care and that we're supporting them. School counselors also help the faculty, the staff, the families, and sometimes you need to find external help for them. Another way to help and support your campus is to connect the families and the parents with resources, with the community, especially with COVID 19, and throughout the whole school year, to be honest. You connect them with food if they need clothing, if they need like rental assistance, utility assistance. You connect them throughout the whole year. The only thing due to COVID 19, now you're going to see a bunch of people in more need than before. You're going to need to connect more families to embrace them and with empathy and love and patience and understand what they're going through in order to connect them with other resources. Also, if you notice in your needs assessment that, for example, if your families need an ESL classes like English as a second language and they do not know English and they're new to this country, you should connect those parents with classes. But there's a bunch of free resources for them. If you notice that, for example, a family, one of the family members died and they're really affected by the situation, you connect those families with a grief center like Post Place or other type of agencies. Okay, the family that it's in need like rental system, look for your church. There must be a few, more than one church around your school. Usually they do help with all the students with mentors program, with utility assistant, rent assistance. They're really helpful with everything you will ask them. We connect them with food. We have over here at Houston Food Bank, Backpack Buddies. That's another way to provide them food every week, free for the families. Every week they will take home a bag of groceries. Typical student planning, don't forget about Set up goals with them, career exploration activities, activities to develop future plans. They need to start thinking about the future and dream big. Everybody deserves to dream big. Academic planning, and more. And by the end of the school year, obviously you have to assess your program and you could have to conduct a survey. Thanks, anonymous survey. Don't try to find those people who responded what. Just take it. It's very professional and take their feedback. And then you reflect on that and you can plan ahead for your next school year. School counselors can have other duties assigned throughout the day. Also, you can be in charge of 504, RTI, IAT behavior. You're gonna have other duties assigned as well. Is you need to find the balance between your students, the paperwork, and all the duties assigned that you have. I highly suggest to designate a date or a date, sorry, for those specific duties. Let's say I'm going to take care of 504 on Tuesdays and stick with it, and then this day and this day I'm going to leave it for my admin team, and then the rest of the week is I'm going to be available for my group counseling, my individual counseling, and let's say maybe every let's say school counselors are also that key component who advocates for our students. We need to make sure that they're okay, they're fine, and that we're taking care of their needs. You can get overwhelmed sometimes with the sad stories that we hear of the load of work. Make sure that you're taking time to reboost, recharge, and self care. That's one of the most important ones. We take care of everybody, but sometimes we don't take care of us, of ourselves. Well, guys, I'm glad to see you today. I hope this video helps. I'm trying to improve my webpage so you can connect and leave me your comments or ask me questions. I hope you can find new resources. I'm going to be posting via Twitter. I created a YouTube channel that I'm developing with lessons. And I hope to see you soon. Take care. A bunch of blessings upon your life. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I hope this video was beneficial for you. Bye. Have a good one. Thumbs up if you like it.